to a Brazilian team, but which Brazilian team will stand on top of that podium? Will it be Zimarco, the veteran, crafty shot maker with the tricky serves, along with his tall young partner, Ricardo? He's teaching the kid how to play at this top level, and Ricardo is huge at the net. He'll get half a dozen blocks a game, and he'll get pumped up about it. Zimarco digging behind him, making perfect putaways. These two, a pretty good bet for a gold medal in Toronto. But if you're betting, how do you bet between two Brazilian teams? And how do you bet against Jose Loiola, a former king of the beach? He may be the top player in the world. And his partner, Emanuel, steady and often spectacular. Loiola, spectacular, often erratic. Emanuel used to be partners with Zimarco. Today, they're opponents across the net from one another. Friendly opponents, but battling for the gold medal in Toronto. In the men's gold medal match here at Ashbridges Bay, the FIVB Labatt Blue Toronto Open winding to a conclusion. And Loiola and Emanuel against Ricardo and Zimarco. Now Ricardo, the big guy, the young guy, goes to the jump serve. Did he catch the line? Yes, he did. Tickled the line on the right side for the first point of the men's gold medal match.
And that's a really flat serve, hardly any topspin on it. Looked like it was going out, just drilled the corner of the line.
There's a jump server right at Loiola. They're going after Loiola. Well, he hits over and around that block. Very few people get the elevation Jose Loiola do. Jose Loiola now makes his home in Manhattan Beach. Didn't get to play in the '96 Olympics and was the best player in the world, but that was back when there was feuding going on between the FIVB and the American Tour, the AVP. Loiola and his partner were playing for lots and lots of money on the AVP Tour and were denied entry by the Brazilian Federation and by the FIVB into the Olympics. Good block there by Ricardo, and gets it up. And now another chance to block. Loiola will swing. There's the big block, and there is a huge, huge point for Brazil's team of Zimarco and Ricardo. Double blocking.
Two super plays from Ricardo. The first one, he gets the block, but he's very alert. He's looking up. He goes and gets the ball, and he gives an offensive action to his teammate. The second, he's taking that cross court. You see he reaches up and then cuts off the cross court angle. Nice blocking.
Now Zimarco to serve from his bag of tricks. Got all kinds of things. That one, though, not enough tricks to clear the net. Ticks the tape. Of course, that FIVB and AVP split is now resolved, and everybody can play in the Olympics. So Jose Loiola has a chance to play in the Olympics for his native country this time. It's
definitely resolving, but you know, the Americans used to dominate this sport, but now, boy, there's any one of about 5 or 6 countries that could win tournaments.
Oh, great block there by Loiola, and Ricardo, big as he is, decides not to swing and tries to roll shot, and Loiola all over that.
Oh, that's a slam block. Watch Loiola. He's going to see this, and he's going to actually push that ball back. Strong wrist, little reaction digs, but not enough to get it over.
2-1 for the green team. And still, they're picking on Ricardo. See if he'll make some mistakes. Bangs it off the block of Loiola. Chance for the yellow team to even it up. No. Rolled into the lap of Zimarco. What'll he do with it? Beautiful roll shot there, nicely dug. And now Emanuel goes to the left-handed swing, and that's dug as well. So some good ball movement here, and a little rally has ended in our 2-1 for the green team. That is Ricardo, the 24-year-old kid, just came aboard last year, and Zimarco, the veteran. He played with Emanuel across the net for a lot of years in the '90s and won a lot of money in a lot of tournaments. And there's a big slam at the net by Ricardo. You'll see that now and then. Boy. Emanuel shut right down.
That is a massive block at that net. I tell you, those arms go on for days. He's reaching for daylight. Look at that, cutting off all cross-court angles.
3-1 on the big block point. And that serve is long. It'll be a side out.
Not happy with that after you make a great play. Then you go back, put a ball out the back end.
Emanuel, the attacker, does a good job there. Now Ricardo, partially touched by Loiola, who really gets great height. He snaps it over. Ricardo puts it up, but not close enough. That's going to make it 3-2 as Loiola and Emanuel score there.
Beautiful example of how the block counts as a touch, and then you've got to get the ball up to your partner. Watch, the ball's going to touch the block. See, there's one. Now it's got to go up for the offense. Make an offensive action out of it, and that's how you score transition points.
So the team in yellow has 2 now. It is 3-2 at the side change. Brazil against Brazil. Still haven't seen any points scored off. Oh, there's a great block by Emanuel. We're going to say haven't seen any points scored off Jose Loiola's serve, but if his partner's going to do blocking like that, maybe he doesn't need to. 3-3 tie. 4-3, Emanuel and Loiola lead. Jose Loiola bangs it off the block, and that would go in. It did. What a great play. A touch on the block, and then Zimarco forces it into the backcourt.
Now, I think Loiola is arguing that that should have been a double contact, but that's a beach dig. That's really allowed on the first contact off a hard-driven ball. So you couldn't do that on a serve receive, but on defense, you can do that.
Almost an axe handle anyway. 4-4.
Just about.
Yeah. That one ticked the top of the net. Served by Zimarco. Side out. So 4-4 is these 2 strong Brazilian teams. And yet these guys are Brazil 2 and 3 because Para and Guilherme are the world champions right now, and they're Brazil 1. They didn't even make the final 4. Testimony again to the parity in FIVB volleyball, and testimony right there to Jose Loiola's jumping ability on the block.
Jose Loiola very stable on that block. Watch him. He takes a big jump. It's very, very low in the ground, all through the quads and the hams, calves pushing up.
They take a 5-4 lead back now. Loiola and Emanuel. Can they get another block here? Nope. A dig though. As Loiola lunges to get that ball, and Emanuel tries to kick it back over Pele style. Wouldn't that be appropriate? Pele, the Brazilian soccer god.
And that, of course, would be perfectly legal.
Ricardo's ready. Trailing 5-4. A little confusion on who was going to pass. And Loiola is dug by Zimarco. And they turn it into a point. Yes, they can. Great accuracy by Zimarco. That ties things up at 5-5 in the gold medal match. World-class beach volleyball. Bit of an upset in the women's side, and now on the men's side, it's Brazil against Brazil. Let's see who claims the $30,000 US first prize. Nice one-arm dig by Zimarco in the backcourt. Emanuel will try his luck, and it's dug by Zimarco again, but you can't give Emanuel and Loiola 3 cracks at it.
No, but boy, that's just terrific defense. First on the one-arm dig, and that's just strictly reaction. You cannot move your feet fast enough. You have to be in the right position, and look at that pursuit, never giving up. Then you take this man, Loiola, he just pummels that ball.
So side out for Loiola and Emanuel. Emanuel serve, trailing 8-7. For a change, they go to Zimarco. And his roll shot is dug up by Emanuel, his old partner, and Brazilians get it over, but Loiola a little slow to get back. Oh, a one-arm dig by Jose, and now a chance to score. Did he bang that off the block? No, I think he just hit it out.
Yeah, that's a shame because he overhit that ball. It was a little bit tight to the net, but talk about spectacular defense. That pursuit was all the way from the referee's antenna, about 8 meters to the opposite side of the court. And then he just blows it out of bounds. Too bad.
Yeah, he was over behind the referee's chair for sure. Cross-court pursuit by Loiola. Still 8-7 though. Emanuel with a blast, but it's dug by Zimarco in the backcourt. He's a great little defender back there.
Well, again, Zimarco's in the right position. They've really studied the book on each other. I mean, they know each other. Even in warm-up, they were setting each other and chatting. So they know each other's tendencies. It's a question of who's going to be the weakest.
Tough serve there by Loiola, but it's recovered nicely. Oh, and dug on this side, and Emanuel with a chance to score, and he does. Boy, some great lunging defense by the team yellow, and they've tied it up 8-all. 8-all. The boys from Brazil battling it out, center court, gold medal on the line. $45,000 Canadian, 30,000 US to the winners. Clubbed down right there by Ricardo, the youngster from Salvador, Brazil.
But Emanuel makes a really good diving effort to get that ball up and over the net. But boy, look at that. If you give free balls to Ricardo, just no chance.
That one hit out. Point for the green team.
Nice save from Loiola. He's moving back in the court, makes the bump set, gives Emanuel an opportunity, but Emanuel's just a little bit long. He knows he's got to hit it hard. He can't give a free ball, but he just hits it out.
Still a full house here, Ashbridges Bay. Why not? Chance to see Jose Loiola.
4 hits on Loiola and Emanuel, and point.
No touch on the block. They can't get into the top of the tape. Loiola disagrees, but to no avail. And this gold medal match is at 10-8 for the team in green. Marco and Ricardo. And Ricardo serves that one long. He's kind of a flaky, funky kind of guy, Jose Loiola. Likes to play in that headband. When it comes to skills, he is terrific, but they say that he can get taken off his game at times, as we saw last year in the final here in Toronto.
Yeah, he starts to make a lot of errors. Certainly so far today, we haven't seen any indication of that whatsoever. But
off his game there. He served into the net, and then he let that one fall in right beside him, thinking it was out.
I think I jinxed him there, Brendan.
Now you can just see his attention wandering or something. Anyway, 11-8 for the guys in green. Now a bad pass by Loiola. And the hit is dug up. And Marco drills it down right into the arms of Emanuel, his old partner. He couldn't pop it up. Make it 12-8. Side change at center court. Ricardo and Zamarco looking like they're in control. Charles just made 3 errors, and his team's in trouble right now.
Well, that's a tendency that he does have. His mind does tend to wander, particularly if he makes one mistake. He has a tendency to make a couple more.
There's another one as he rolls that into the lap of Zamarco. And there's another point. Make it 13-8. And is Loiola giving up here?
Well, it wasn't a great set that time from Emanuel. He has a tendency to push more with one arm. So Loiola was unable to make a really good attack. Of course, you give Ricardo and Zamarco an opportunity, they're going to finish.
Loiola passes that floater okay. Bangs it off the block, and yes, Ricardo and Zamarco have it up. What a great dig by Zamarco, and that results in point number 14.
Wow, how good is that? I mean, that is just unbelievable. That's incredible pursuit.
A lot of people surprised. If Loiola can do anything here, that was pounded off the block and out, so a side out for the Loiola Emanuel team.
Good attack from Loiola off the top of the block, and so far I'm batting 1,000 because I thought in the women's final that Shelda and Adriana would be invincible, and here I thought Loiola and Emanuel were
in trouble on that pass. No sloppy set. Ricardo's called for the lift.
Yeah, that's definitely a handset violation. He's taking that ball with his shoulders.
And at Marseille, they had a second in Belgium. No problem on that pass by Ricardo, so Zamarco has to go over on the second one. Now Loiola swinging for point. Dug, though, by Zamarco, and Ricardo can't help him out. So a point for Loiola and Emanuel, make it 14-10.
Boy, that's great offense and great defense on both sides of the net. Look at that dig into the top of the net. Boy, that just about was a sniveler over the top of the net.
Back to the action. Loiola to serve, down 14-10. Ricardo with a beautiful poke shot, just a roll over the block of Emanuel.
No, we haven't seen that very much at all in this match. It's been all power.
Yeah, he's been swinging away. Well, let's see what happens here now. Once again, they have an opportunity to claim the gold medal. If they can serve it up, get a block or a dig here, and they go to Loiola. There's the dig they need. Now, can they close it out? Yes, they do. It's down at the back line. Zamarco and Ricardo, the veteran and the youngster, win it by a score of 15-10. A gold medal for them. Disappointment once again for Jose Loiola and Emanuel in Toronto.